Miss Angela. I'm sorry.
Hello.
Yeah, I accidentally ended the call.
Oh, no worries.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. Okay. How's your day?
Um, was quite busy because of the work.
Okay. Busy, as usual.
Yeah,
Yep. Okay. Nothing special or anything different today?
nope.
Alright. So let's start.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we'll be having part.
Reading exercise. Past three.
Yeah, topic 8, right?
Topic 8. Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yes, part 3. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, reading exercise, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Should we read the paragraph first?
Oh,
Or.
yeah.
Okay.
Checking your email. Checking your email regularly during the day can be an effective way to keep your inbox at manageable levels. However, the constant interruption and distraction that comes from multitasking in this way can dramatically lower your productivity and disrupt your ability to enter a state of flow when working on high value projects. On strategy, you can use it to check email only at set points during the day. For instance, you may decide that you'll only check your email first thing in the morning, before lunch, and at the end of the day. Here, it helps you set your email software to receive messages only at certain times so that you are not distracted by incoming messages. If you can't do this, at least make sure that you turn off audible and visual alerts. You can also reserve time to read and respond to email after a long period of focused work or at a time of day when your energy and creativity are at their lowest. This means that you can do higher value work at other times. If you are concerned about your colleagues, boss, or clients will be annoyed or confused that you are not responding to their email quickly, explain that you only check email at certain times. And then they can call you or use instant messaging if the matter is really urgent. Note, clearly, in some roles, you will have to check email on a regular basis, especially if your business uses email as its main communication tool. As with all of these strategies, use your judgment based on your circumstances.
Okay.
Yep.
Suggestion? Ideas about this?
Um. Yeah. It suggests us to check the email at a certain times, and maybe you should not check email every time when um, any message comes into your mailbox. It may let you disruption or interrupt your distraction.
Okay. And is it really connected somehow or useful for you?
In my opinion, I wouldn't say it is very useful because sometimes maybe the emails contains very urgent issues that you need to deal with it at the right away. So I would say maybe it is a way to enhance your productivity. But for me, I wouldn't say to set up alerts to check the email at certain times would be a good way because maybe your clients or your directors will not be able to communicate with you at time, or even will let others feel your working productivities are lower. I would say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. Well, just not really a correction, just be careful of these words, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, on the first part, checking your email regularly. Because there were multiple L and then R and then L and then R and then L, right? So
Yeah.
you almost, but not really mispronounce it. You just sounded a little crumbled, like L into R and then R into L. So you can just try to practice words such these regularly, regularly, like those. Okay.
Regularly. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So just a repetition of pronouncing such words with multiple R sound and L sound. So your tongue will get used to positioning itself when it comes to
Reg
ra and then la. Okay.
Ra and okay.
Yes. Okay. As well as we can use this word as well, dramatically.
Dramatically.
Yeah, that's just fine with you, right? But when it comes to regularly, so it's kind of crumbling.
Regular.
So yes, just repetition. Okay, and then here,
Like
um, creativity.
creativity.
Yes, create. So I just wanted to hear create like that a while ago.
Create.
Yes. Okay, but nothing else. Just those words to be as reminders.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see your answers on number one.
Yeah. Um, how does checking your email regularly become um how does checking your email regularly become an inconvenience?
Okay.
It is possible to lower people's work productivity because of the constant interruption and distraction. Moreover, it can also disrupt the ability to enter a state of flow when working on high value projects.
Okay. So is this based on your job?
Mm, Not really. I think it's based on the further statement above.
Oh yes. Okay. How about your own experience based on your job?
Mm,
Is it the same as well on the article above or your answer here? Sometimes.
um, you mean check the email regularly or
Yeah. Like how does it affect you? How does it
mm,
become inconvenient for you if you check your email regularly?
yeah, for me, if I check email regularly, it's really interrupted and distracted. So,
Interrupted
interrupting
and
and
distracting.
distracting.
Yes.
So, normally I will read the email first, but I won't reply at the moment. And then
Okay.
after I finish my current work, and then I will come back to reply the email at that time.
Okay. Yeah. Which is something normal.
Yeah, because if you really check your email regularly, it's really inconvenient. I would say that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no need, I think. Well, maybe if there's just something you need to check on, confirm on, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. Um, Maybe you're wondering or asking why interrupting and then distracting.
Yeah.
You know
I
why?
think. Um,
Or I mean why we changed it instead of ed into ing, and then
yeah. Because ing means that feeling something, right? Like interesting. So
yes.
so the differences between ed and ing will be how to explain that.
Yep.
Like if you say inter I'm interrupted, and that means you interrupt someone or something, right? If you
Yep.
Yeah, and if you say interrupting, that means it is interrupting means that maybe something interrupt you or the thing.
Which both are the same.
Yeah.
Logically, they are the same. Okay. So, in terms of this, I would like you to be more familiar when it comes to the changes. So, interrupted with ed are most likely verb, and then with
Sorry.
ing, I mean, when we change a word or add ed, they are most likely verb used, right?
Yeah.
We use them as verb. So you can say interrupted or distracted if your sentence is referring to, the situation that you are
Yeah.
being interrupted. But based on your sentence, you were describing. So we use
Mm-hmm.
ing to make them adjective.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the changes. All right.
So you mean the correct way would be it is interrupting and distracting because I am uh refer to something, right?
You are referring or you are describing it.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you say that this is what happens, okay, so it's better to say not it's interrupted, but it should be I'm interrupted.
Oh,
Because this
okay.
is what happens to you. This is what it does to you. So that's why the changes are very important when it comes to sentences. They can be right grammatically, but the thought are opposite, or the thought will be opposite. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So maybe
Okay.
you use it. So it means not you, but something. So that is the situation. Okay, so better there. It should be and I get interrupted or distracted. Okay, I get
I get
yes or
interrupted.
yes. So that's the best
Okay.
sentence for this one if you would like to use it as verb. And then and it's interrupting and distracting. So that is for you to or for you as describing the situation which is interrupting or distracting.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So that's the grammatical explanation about your own explanation, like what you said. Okay. So I hope
Okay.
you could just check it if you could able to analyze the change in verb and adjectives that has been explained. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Next.
Um, what is the most what's the most useful tip for you that was mentioned in the article? And from my point of view, reserving time to read and respond to email after a long period of focus work, or at the time of day when my energy and creativity are at the lowest, are the most useful tips for me to read this article. Then I'm able to be more focused and detailed to work on those high value projects. You mean the tips? You mean the tips for replying an email or writing an email? Um, oh yeah. Um, take my yeah, I have an example. It's about like recently our current company arranged an outsourcing copywriter. So like if we need to write an article or marketing contents, we ask the copywriter help us to do it, and it really saved me a lot of time. But before ask her to write a content, you need to um, require her more detail about the contents or what kind of words you would like her to write into the sentences. So you need to explain in the email. And normally it really takes a lot of time to make a short or not short, make a brief explanation for writing this. So normally I will copy and paste and then just revise a little bit about the content and the deadline and the um, product features. And then it really helps me to save time to brainstorm more contents to explain to her about writing this kind of content. Yeah, so for my tips, I would say just um, memorize the previous email contents, which is um, similar requirement to the recipient, and then just copy and paste and revise a little bit and then send it out. It really saves a lot of time. Yeah. Thank you. Ask. Yeah, I always ask. Ask. Okay. Ask. Ask. Okay. Deal with it. Deal with it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay. And what problems can arise if you just check your email at a certain time of the day? Your colleagues, managers, and clients may feel annoyed and confused that you are not responding them quickly. In addition, if you use emails to communicate with other working partners, only checking the emails at a certain time of the day may cause more problem of communications, such as project delay issues, poor efficiency, etc. Yeah, yeah, because sometimes when I send the email to my client, maybe he or she doesn't reply instantly, and I need to wait for maybe a half of day, and then I will feel like maybe his or her working productivity is quite poor or something like that. So yes, in my opinion, I would say replying the email at a certain time may not be very good idea for some spatial uh, working occasions. Yeah. Okay. You mean if I didn't receive the reply email or whatever kind of like if I feel annoyed? Maybe I will take a break and I will take a break first and then I would I would take a break first and then work to find other colleagues to have a small chat and let me feel a little bit um relaxing relaxed. Yeah, and then if my emotions or my feelings um has already calmed down, and then I will come back to work again. What about you?
Most likely I would, especially when it comes to my students, because
Yeah.
my work has been a teacher from different ages.
Yeah.
I usually, while having a class, that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hardest part is that I always feel annoyed. No, 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 not always. I feel annoyed, and then mm, I don't know what word to use. Not really angry, but something kind of like that. And then it's difficult because I'm on class.
Yeah.
You know what I
You
mean?
will feel very stressful.
Yeah, kind of stressful that I don't know how to explain it to my students, especially those 4 years old, five, those, young,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
those um, um, at your age with
Yeah.
kind of poor level of English. Like,
Yeah.
not really angry, but kind of annoyed because I couldn't say the word to explain it. So, if it's video class,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you are very positive. Yeah. So you also teach 4 years old Taiwanese students? Yeah. 9 is also very young. Oh, really? 10, and you mean 10 o'clock? But 10 o'clock is already, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. A deep brace. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Uh, email of, yeah. Email of request. When asking somebody for something in a business or professional email, it is essential that you both explain what you want clearly and ask them in the right way. If you don't, you increase the probability of the person receiving it saying no, becoming angry or annoyed when with you, or being confused about what you are asking them for. Mm, yeah, I I think a good communications need to explain what you want first, and then they would reply their requirement after that, or explain more details for you right away. And then I would say it is a better way for doing this kind of good conversation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is normally used when you want information or some type of service, a site visit, help, or a replacement. It is very similar to order, but order is used more for objects such as books, computers, etc. that you are going to buy. Those are used when you want to know where something you have asked for it is. For instance, we requested a replacement 10 days ago. We ordered a washing machine 10 days ago and still haven't received it. Received it. Received it. Received it. Received it. Okay. Received it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. No. We are considering. This is commonly used in formal business correspondence and means that you are still deciding what you do about something. It is used for decisions, orders, recommendations, requests, etc. For instance, they are still considering opening a new factory in Argentina. 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 Okay. Yeah, I think I use it quite often. No, not. I think I use we are considering more often than we requested it. Yeah, request. Okay. Yeah, considering. Okay. First of all, this is commonly used in formal business correspondence and has the same meaning as firstly, or you can write the more direct first or one blah blah blah. It is used for ordering or listing both questions and answers. It can be followed by secondly, etc., until and finally or and lastly. Okay. Yeah.
This is used when you would like to be specific or emphasize some roles or maybe informations.
Oh,
Like you
okay.
are listing, like number one, it's just like saying to a person, step one, you need to
Yeah,
sign this up like those. So you can use numbers
yeah.
instead of, oh, I forgot it again. Okay. Um, okay. As I remember it, let's go on.
Okay. And I have a
Sequence of
question about
adverbs.
um
Sequence of adverbs.
like what about initially?
Initially.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Um can I also use initially instead of first of all?
Well, depending on what you emphasize in your message.
Okay. But I'm just wondering that first of all, blah blah blah, and the second would be maybe secondly and thirdly and finally, right?
Those are
What
sequence of adverb.
yeah, but what about initially? If I say initially blah blah blah, and what about secondly, thirdly, finally? What can I say after initially?
Well, initially is most likely used when you are referring to a subject which is as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are describing something as a whole. So you don't have to use or you don't have to have the sequence of adverbs like secondly, thirdly, next. Oh, you can use next and then finally, like those.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Because when you say first, that's what we use when it comes to ordinal numbers, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you could say secondly, thirdly, right, and so on. And then for the word initial, if you are referring to a sequence of adverb as well, same thing like
Yeah.
first of all and so on. So you can say next and then in the middle, like that. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can. So it depends on you. How do you describe it when it comes to following rules or steps by step? Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you can use that. Okay. Oh, good thing I remember the words next and then. Okay. Number. Oh, no number. Next phrase.
We require. The infinitive is to require. It is a polite way or demanding something. It basically means you want or need something. It is often followed by a date or time. For instance, we require the report by Monday morning.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a good example because mostly we would like to be formal at all cost, right?
Yeah,
Even if it's something urgent, even if it's something, important to be sent to you right away or the next day or whatsoever. So you can use these phrases as well if something is really urgent, like this one. We require the report by Monday morning. It's just fine. That could also be formal in a sense
Oh,
that something is really very important to be given to you. Okay?
okay.
So sometimes
But
you can use informal type of requesting, requiring, considering if something is really urgent or important.
but what is the differences between we require and we request?
Oh, we request, it means you want someone to do something for you.
Yeah.
But when you say require, it is a kind of command. Maybe you are
Oh,
telling that person that it should be done no matter what.
oh, okay.
Okay? Because requesting is kind of so-so that half you are asking, half you are asking a favor.
So maybe it's not a command.
Yes, so that's the higher level. Let's say we can say a higher level of asking a favor is to say we require,
Oh,
like that.
okay.
Okay, so those are the difference when it comes to words. That's why you would see the difference if it's really an urgent matter that should be done, or it's fine to take some time, like that. So that's
Is
why
it?
you need to be specific like this one. We require the report by Monday morning.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that is something which is formal, but it's kind of informal because you are directly pointing out what should be done. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
so that's why you should or you can use specific words.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, clear.
Clear.
Okay, next word is we request. Oh, sorry, no. That's an example. Okay, we would.
Yeah. We would appreciate it if you could forward this to us. When making requests to the use of we would appreciate it if makes the request very formal and polite. For instance, we would appreciate it if you could arrive before 9 a.m. This part has a very similar meaning to we would be very grateful if with emails we use forward when you want somebody to send you a copy or a file or document. This is only used with emails and never with letters. A more direct and neutral way to say this would be, can you forward it to me?
Yeah, so this is another example, which is formal, but informal to the person receiving. Okay?
You mean be more polite?
Yeah, you are being polite as the reader reads it. However, the effect to the reader is something that is informal because it's something urgent that you need.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So the effect, but the kind of writing or the kind of messaging is formal, like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it seems like you are still smiling, but even if inside of you are angry, like that.
Oh,
That kind of
okay. Yeah.
effect. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So those are what we call double meaning.
Oh, okay. Double
Double
meaning.
meaning,
All right.
yes, even if they are just mails or messages that are sent to a person, but they have another meaning to a person receiving it, depending on how
Yeah.
you emphasize what is or what should be in your mail, what is something about your mail. Okay, so
Okay.
sometimes it's just fine if it's really important. Okay, in particular, this
It
is
is
very
very
useful.
formal.
Okay.
It has a similar meaning to or specifically,
Okay.
it is used in questions to ensure that the person answering the question focuses his attention on answering a specific part or aspect. For example, could you confirm the cost of the project? In particular, we would like to know the cost of the building. It is like saying that this detail is more important than the rest. It is also used in answers for the same purpose.
Okay, yes, very good. And this is very useful, right?
Yeah,
Okay, being specific as well. And then just be careful of the word aspect.
aspect.
Yeah, so that will be on the first syllable stress. Aspect.
Aspect.
Yes, okay. Any questions? I think this is a basic phrase that is commonly used, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no questions?
Nope.
Okay. Next, clarify.
Clarify.
Yep.
The infinitive is to clarify. This is a formal way to say explain. It
Okay.
is often used if you require more details about a process or an action. It can also be used if you want someone to explain something to you in a less complex or confusing way. For example, can you clarify what impact that will have on us?
Okay, yeah, or this is mostly, no, not mostly. This is also referring to the word you can use as elaborate.
Elaborate.
Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah,
Elaborate.
elaborate. So this is something that you would like to have more details to understand something in the mail. So that's why here you ask, can you clarify? So you can also say, can you elaborate what impact? It means, can you describe it to me well?
Oh, okay.
And this is also, um, you can also say the same as be more specific. Same thing. Can you be more specific with the impact that will have on us? Like that. So same thing. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we use specific rather than specifically. So that's how you change it to have another meaning here. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Here we
Yeah.
use specifically, but here we use specific as clarify, same thing as elaborate. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so when you can master the words becoming adjectives into nouns, into verbs, into no, not proverbs, sorry, adverbs. So that's how you can also play the words having different meaning to something in your sentence. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Last one. No. Second to. Oh no, we have three. Okay. I thought
Okay.
it's the last one. Okay. I should
Yeah.
yeah, roll it up.
It's a very.
Okay.
We will be very grateful if an extremely polite way to make a request. It has a similar meaning to we would appreciate it if,
Yes.
but it's even politer. This phrase is always followed by could. For example, we would be very grateful if you could arrive before 9 a.m.
Yes. Okay. So this is just an example of a much polite way, though you're angry inside. Same thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you can use these phrases when it comes to, you're feeling irritated because up until now they haven't been sending the mail that you need, the informations that you need. So you can use these words, okay?
Okay.
And then you can add more. Like we would be very grateful if you will send the information by tomorrow, particularly blah blah blah, like that. Okay?
Okay.
So the way you send it is too formal, but the way the reader reads it, it is really something that it should be done as soon as possible, like that. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Could you also please confirm? To confirm is commonly used in both formal and neutral emails, and that is, what makes this phrase formal is the use of could instead of can, and the use of please. To confirm has two types of uses. The first is when you require confirmation, for example, yes or no. In this case, this phrase is followed by a whether statement. Whether is exactly the same as if, but is used in informal language. For example, could you confirm whether you are attending the meeting? The second use is when you want information or details about something. It isn't followed by a whether statement. For example, could you please confirm the schedule for the event?
Okay. Yeah, so I just put two examples in opposite, which is informal.
Yeah.
Another thing, and then as well as. So you can use, could you also please confirm in a kind of informal mail? Okay.
Oh, you mean could you also please confirm? And if I use informal way, it would be another thing, right?
Yeah, just giving you an example of those
Oh,
in a
okay.
mail.
Yeah.
Yes, we usually say these two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So informal and then formal. Okay, last example.
This is very polite.
Oh, it's
Which
okay.
we hope you could answer, right? This one.
Yep, which we hope you could answer. So same thing as could you please confirm? We would be
Oh, okay.
grateful, like those.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is very polite, informal. This generally follows we have a number of questions. A more direct way to say this would be please answer the following questions. A more neutral way to say the same would be I just have a few questions about blah blah blah.
Yeah, so it's just like saying we would really appreciate it if you will put some time to drop by in our company, like that. So you are totally requiring this person to go to your office, for example, like those. Okay, so that's
Okay.
why I said from the very first part of these examples, you should use specific words to specifically tell someone about something that should be done right away, or a kind of confirmation or a kind of update, so they will be aware.
Yeah.
Okay, because they just ignore when you say thank you for your kindness, hoping for your understanding, right?
Yeah.
They won't really pay attention to those. So that's why you can take note of these, because I suggest you to use each of those depending on how is the relation to your mails, because
Yeah.
they can really be helpful for you to, easily let someone understand what's about your mail. If it's
Oh,
urgent,
okay. Yeah.
serious, and so on. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And of course, this is a kind of using different vocabulary phrases
Yeah.
that you should be more familiar to. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just send you the link about the link sound after the class, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
have my dinner for 5 minutes
Okay. Thank
before
you
my
so
next class.
much.
Oh, that's fine. It's okay. All right, and we'll continue part B and the rest next time. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, please practice more, search more words with R and L, because tonight I noticed that you're crumbling about some words with L and R sound at the same word. So try
Yeah.
to have words with R and L.
Okay. Yeah.
And let's see. Okay, and then I'm gonna. Oh, please practice those words that I sent you last time on Skype. And the next time I'm gonna let you say them,
Okay.
just to
Yeah. Sure.
practice about your R and then TH. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Yes. Thank you. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Sorry. Talk to you next time.
See you next time.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.